Hi, it's Jess here from Nigezza.co.uk. Thank you for joining me today. So I'm here today with the video for the card I made for the colour combo blog hop that I was on at the weekend. And the colours were Clips of Coral, Gorgeous Grape, Crumb Cake. Love this. Use that a lot. This, don't use it so much. So it's always good to be challenged. And I was certainly challenged with this one, and I didn't quite know what I was going to do, and I kept changing my mind, and I pulled out my papers and sort of ruffled them up a bit to kind of see where it might go, and I made a card, and then I changed my mind and made another one. So here we go with what I've settled for. So I'm going to use a crumb cake base, and I'm going to use very vanilla. I like very vanilla with crumb cake as opposed to Whisper White. So I've got a matte for the outside and a matte for the inside, and then I'm literally just going to stamp. That is what I'm doing with this card, and I'm going to use the Beautiful You. This is a very much loved set. You can see how much I've stamped with this set, and it's one that's retiring, which I'm very sad about, but it has been around for a very long time. So it's been around now for 3 years. So yeah, we'll have to make room for new things. So so I'm going to use this. I'm going to use the Dancing Girl, which is the one I've used the most. I have used that one a lot. I think that one and Wishing You Bright Days to Come, I think those are great, having that for certain situations. I've used that least. And then this one I love using this sentiment here, and I used this recently on my journal, and I love this, and so that's the sentiment I'm going to do. Life may not be the party we'd hope for, but while we are here we may as well dance. And I think that's quite appropriate for what's happening at the moment in the world. So I've got them inked up, and I want to do some watercolouring. I do like to watercolour on this lovely woman here, and because this is water based, I want to make this so it's not water based. So I'm going to heat emboss, and so I'm going to use my Stamparatus so that I stamp with this and then stamp over the top in Versamark. And so I'll show you how you do that. Right, so I've got my Stamparatus, and I know I mounted it on the block and then forgot I was doing this. So I'm sort of placing it where I kind of want it, and then I'm just going to pick it up, and then I'm going to use my embossing buddy. As I went to get my embossing powder, I remembered, oh, let's use the embossing buddy, which is something I often forget. And so we're going to be quite quick. I've got my chamois ready for cleaning. And we're going to stamp first in crumb cake. So using my stamp box underneath, so I've got a nice firm bit to stamp. So I have that stamping down there. Move that now. And there we go, nice image there. So I'm going to clean that off. Get a bit of scrap. I've got to post it here. Make sure that's all off, and then ink it up with Versamark. And just realised you don't have to be quick, actually. Doesn't matter if that's dry as a bone. Sometimes I don't think. And then got my Versamark all over that, and then that should stamp now directly on top of my crumb cake. And so you can do this with any any colour ink that's not pigment ink to be able to heat emboss. So it's just a nice little sort of extra that that you can do. Where's the there we go. So put that there, sprinkle on my embossing powder. So using clear, and then the colour underneath will show through. And then that will let me watercolour, because our inks are all water based. So if I didn't seal it like this, then it would just all blend into the colour. So I'm going to get a heat tool, so it'll be a bit noisy now. And we'll watch the magic. So that's all done there. So she is now nicely heat embossed, so I can watercolour on top of there. And I'm going to do a dress in Gorgeous Grape, and I'm going to do like the sort of petticoat bit in Clips of Coral, and give her limbs a little bit of a hint as well. And I'm going to stamp the sentiment in the Gorgeous Grape as well. So I'm going to be brave and do this straight on. I'm going to use my grid mat here to make sure that I'm straight, and eyeball this. And I've got all my fingers crossed. Yay! That'll do. That'll do me. Quite happy with that. So I want to keep my Gorgeous Grape out, and so to be able to watercolour with it, I'm going to just take an A block and get some colour there. So that gives me a watercolour palette, and I'm going to clear some of this gubbins away. I'm going to get my paintbrush, and I'm going to get a little tissue, and going to make sure I've got some water. There we go. I was doing a Zoom teaching session on yesterday, teaching different ways of using inks, of which this is one. And then I'm just going to put the stronger ink around the waist, and then stroke it down to the bottom of the dress. Yeah, so my team I was on Zoom with my team, and they were like, not very good at stamping, not very good at colouring. And I'm like, watercolouring is actually a really good, forgiving medium. You don't actually have to be that good at colouring with watercolours, and you can use the inks as watercolour paints. So they were pleasantly surprised with their results. So there we go. I'm just going to get rid of the Gorgeous Grape from that. So that I'm just going to wipe on my chamois, dab it on there, and then I'm going to pick up a bit of Calypso Coral now, Although this is the old style, I can just take it from there, but I'm not going to fill the block, I just want a little bit. So I'll just have it there, half block. And I'm just going to do the sort of edges here where it appears that she might have a bit of a petticoat, and then I'm going to just give her a little hint of pink skin. Like so. So that's just an easy way, just checking, yep, you can see it, a sort of an easy way of sort of colouring. And I say, if you hadn't have done the heat embossing, then the crumb cake, I was trying to then think what colour I used, the crumb cake would have bled, and so that would have spoilt things a bit. So no idea. Oh, I was like, no idea where I put the lid. I put it on the end, which is very useful. So you get a little bit, I've got a little bit of warping happenings a little bit there because of the heat and also because of the water, but we're going to glue that directly down, so it will be okay. I'm just going to waft it just to make sure that that paint's dry, or ink. But not too much, because I don't want to burn the heat embossing, which you can do. So there we go. So I'm going to get some Tombow to glue that down. Just a bit in the corner there. So this is my usual size mats that I do. So I cut them 1/4 of an inch shorter and thinner. That needs lifting a bit. Oh well, it's done now. It's stuck. To give an 1/8 of an inch border. Some glue on my fingers there. Let's get rid. So, and then I thought it needs a little bit of something to finish off, and so when I sort of thought of this design, I thought, oh, what could I put? And I thought, oh, little butterflies would be quite nice. And so I actually had some laying around my desk, some little tiny little butterflies left over from another project. Well, left over from the original project of this, when I originally thought about doing it. And I thought we could have these little butterflies, just 3 in the colours of the colour challenge, and that would just finish the card off quite nicely, I thought. Those butterflies are cut with the Butterfly Beauty dies, if I can get those. So this lovely die set, which is carrying over, which I'm delighted about, and you get these little butterflies here that you can cut out, and you can see that through. So you get duplicates in it as well. So you get 2 singular ones and 2 double ones. So you can cut that out in one pass of your big shot, or cut out loads. Good way of using up your scraps. And I just thought adding those little butterflies just gives the card a little something, a little lift. So I'm gonna quite like the way I just placed that on there. So a little dot there, a little dot there, a little dot there, and then to attempt to not get glue all over my fingers, I'm going to attempt to use a pair of tweezers. So we'll have him pointing that way. Him pointing up. I'm not doing very well with this. Oh my days. Probably better off without them. There. And then I just need to do the card for the inside ready to write on. So that is my gorgeous grape, calypso coral and crumb cake card. And if you missed the blog hop, I'll have a link to this post in the description bar, and that will take you to the blog post for this, and I'll link to the blog hop so you can see what everybody else did with these colours, and I'm sure they're going to be lovely. Okay, hope you like that. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you again soon. Okay, bye bye now.